I highly, highly recommend these guys. They're complete savages, they're complete monsters. So if you're watching this video, you want to take your team, you want to take yourself to the next level, reach out, ask for this.
First of all, I was completely taken back by their heart-centered leadership, how amazing they were, how they looked at us eye to eye. They truly connected with each and every one of us on a level that we didn't even know. It was like they were bamboozling us because they were using all 4 different ones and all 4 different traits in the disc training.
It's a cheat code to be able to learn more about yourself, your colleagues, and your clients to help understand how they actually communicate with them and how to be able to help serve them at the highest level.
I promise you, it's a game changer. It's gonna give you a whole different level, not just in your family or with your friends, but also in business and sales.
I teach leadership, I promote capitalism, I defend free speech. That's my mission and my personal, values, if you will. So a lot of my content is around, interviewing leaders, talking about business, entrepreneurship, talking about, capitalistic ideas, and then also just making sure from a leadership framework, freedom of speech is preserved. So that's kind of the main topics of the conversation. So I'm interviewing two guys today who are, good in business. They're former military guys. And then tomorrow we have a big interview with a new friend. His name's Elliot, and he's a big influencer. He's known for sales and leadership. So he runs an organization that teaches sales training and leadership training. So I'm going to interview him on his background on entrepreneurship, leadership, sales, marketing, and training. And we're going to do a leadership training to his team just to kind of give value. So that's the essence of the pieces of content. And the vision is we add value, we inspire more franchise business owners to launch their own business. And at the end of the day, our core product is fitness. So we want to inspire fitness and change lives, which is our mission. So that's how it all flows through.
Would your audience be more like already business owners or people trying to start their own business, or like everybody?
Great question. Trying to start their business. So we like to say, we shoot the content for entrepreneurs, but it's really for entrepreneurs who are, people that are in their corporate 9 to 5. They've been successful. Actually, our avatar, his name's Shane 2.0. It's like in marketing terms, that's the person that we try to market to. He's in his mid-40s. He's been successful for normal standards. He makes a good income, anywhere from 80 to 110 grand a year, and he's been successful. But he winds up, in his mid-40s, and he looks around. He's like, "Hey, I'm in a corporate job. I'm just pushing paper. I don't really have too much impact." So he has experience with fitness. He's never been a business owner before. So the vision is the show is to be able to talk about leadership concepts, transitional concepts, because a lot of times people have like identities of employees. So the show teaches business concepts, but also, hey, if you want to be an entrepreneur or business owner, you have to shift your identity. So to your point, the content's a lot directed towards people who want to become business owners and want to become entrepreneurs. Interesting, we talked to one avatar, but we have a few. But really, even though the content focused around, and it's just because obviously from a masculine perspective, but we have a good amount of badass women entrepreneurs in our business as well that really latch onto that message. So, I do kind of frame things around males, but there's a lot of awesome females that, latch onto the content and they become awesome business owners and very successful at that. All right, here we go live from Tempe, Arizona. Just got to my friends Justin and Adam, who are founders and entrepreneurs of Earn It All, which is an incredible movement, and excited to get them on the CEO Show podcast. I was out at BK Live for an event with my business partner, Bejos Kulian, in September of this past year. And both Justin and Adam asked me to be a guest on their show called the Earn It All podcast. It was a slam dunk, such a great show, kindred spirits. We shot such great content. We thought, since I'm coming out today or this particular weekend to do a training event at my friend Elliot at his headquarters tomorrow, we thought, we might as well align, shoot some content with both Adam and Justin. So we're here, we're ready to inspire some fitness, change some lives, and help some young men become better entrepreneurs and better leaders in their community.
I'm Henson. I'm the production manager for the studio.
Hey, thanks so much, really appreciate it.
No problem. We're ready for you. Yeah. So whenever you're ready, we'll...
Give me like 3 and we'll go.
Okay, cool.
The elevator's open at 8.
Oh, okay.
So if you just want to head up right at 8.
8 o'clock?
Yep.
Okay, well, 8th floor?
8th floor.
8th floor.
I'll be up there.
Going up.
See you too, bro. Dude, great to be back.
Yeah.
It's been exciting and relieving and like a lot of great things, and especially being a self-for-profit and just kind of like as an entrepreneur seeing that like cycle go through.
Yeah.
But the last week after like the kind of dust had settled, like, oh shit, like I'm still kind of warming up to the idea of like not being in the industry.
Yeah.
So
You want to be in the middle?
yeah, that would probably be best.
Ooh, that was a good one. CEO show with the juggernaut. Boom. Mr. Bryce Henson. Let's go.
So I was telling Justin just all the things, like very similar kind of talking points. I want to talk about your military lessons, leadership lessons, entrepreneur lessons, earn it all, challenges. We're going to talk a little about capitalism, socialism, communism, some mental resilience, toughness.
3, 2, 1.
The evolution of a leader in the military especially starts with, if I don't do this the right way, people die. As a CEO and as a leader of a business, it's like, oh, okay, well, if we don't do this the right way, then our people don't get paid.
If you can get very clear on what you're doing, where you're going, and how you're going to do it, then you can make a conscious decision if you're cut out to do it or not. Every time that we do something stressful, we do something that elevates our heart rate, something that pushes us out of the envelope that we're comfortable in, we grow. The best way, in my opinion, to get out of a funk or out of a scary situation, if something's going wrong in business or a life or whatever, is to start focusing on the solution.
Remember, adversity is your advantage.
Spread your word, and that's how we do it.
Totally. And just being very transparent. So like earn it all. I love the message, right? I'm a recovering alcoholic and alcohol has crushed my life. So that's why I don't hit hard and earn their booze. And it's because of me specifically, has nothing to do with alcohol in itself. So that's why I like really hit on earn it all. But like I support the missions. I just want to make sure.
No, that's great. I mean, earn it all is still it's a thing.
It's a thing, yeah.
Yeah, for sure. So, and really the answer to earning your booze is the earn it all core form. So even when someone comes in to earn your booze, we are talking health, wealth, mindset, relationships, personal response, all the stuff we talk about. That's the answer.
That's the answer.
The funny thing is,
so it's really booze is just kind of like
and most people can drink like gentlemen. I just can't. And my family can't. And my generation family can't.
Fit body in the building, baby. Fit body in the building. Let's go.
Welcome to the Lions Den, baby. Let's go. Look at this, bro. Gotta love me some Elliott Army, huh? Go, baby. Look at that.
All right, get your ass in here. We got the Bryce and the Barrett. Hey, y'all got other brothers?
We got just us. Just the brothers and the twins. Look at that.
Go, man.
Team Henson, Team Elliott Army.
The twins, man. So this is this was the first size of our original conference room, like 700 square feet this is, and so we always like wanted. When we first started the Elliott Group, we're like, man, we want our guys to be able to like have a gym, come downstairs. They're dealing with business problems all day. It's usually companies burning down. It's usually like, it's usually people that are wanting to commit suicide, that are out of shape, that hate their lives. Like that's their calls all day long, right? So we want them to be able to come down and like early in the morning, or during the day, and be able to work out and do all this stuff. So we built a little gym for them where they can come down here, get some workouts in, and like refresh that mindset, so they can go up there and tear people apart all day and fucking fuel them and lift them up and push them. You know what I mean? And we got a lot of companies too where we're just enhancing what they currently do, and they're winning and they're thriving and they're kicking ass. So we got like an array of clients that are like, dude, we just need more culture. We just need more sales skill. We just need more mindset. Or, a lot of businesses, especially nowadays, are starting to realize, the last couple of years, especially after COVID or during COVID, it was like printing money. It was simple. Easiest in like every industry. In a lot of industries. And so now people are getting their asses kicked in a lot of industries. So a lot of leaders, a lot of people are realizing, you get a real estate guy who was making $300,000 or $400,000. He was worth $75,000. And like mindsets are going in the trash can. So we're teaching people skill, mindset, building these companies up, just injecting them with the Elliott energy to get them to believe more in themselves. And then we're finding that's what our coaches do. So these guys always have a great attitude because we put the physical health above everything.
Jackie.
So
Don't listen to us, baby.
What's up?
How's it going?
Nice to see you.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having us.
No, thank
all right,
you.
now that we got Jackie here, we all can hit some curls. Grab some weights. Let's go.
Fitness is the foundation. Woo!
Come on, Jackie. Let's go.
Come on, Bryce.
Jackie been bullshitting today, so we're fit body boot camp, baby. Let's go, man. Woo!
Fitness is the foundation.
It's
the foundation.
Do more curls.
Unless you want to be ugly. You okay with being ugly? Upside down. Look at her. And your mind being
like the squirrel monkey.
out of shape.
I am a squirrel.
You know what I'm saying? Stay where you're at.
I know, man.
Woo!
Oh, my shoulder.
she'll do that in
My
heels,
shoulder
too.
hurts looking at that. I'm like, when she flipped backwards like that, I'm like, oh.
Andy had changed our lives, and you know, he was just kind of starting out. He was doing seminars in his living room, and we were like, man, this guy, like, we came to him, and he didn't start like. Me and Evan were already really good salespeople, but like we didn't really know like the fitness side of it. We kind of like knew a little bit of fitness.
Really?
And when we came in, and so like we came down, we thought he was just like a workout guy, and he would do all these workouts with people. And then, Andy, he would just like work out with people in their driveways. Well, and talk a lot about relationships, you know. And he would talk about relationships. He would talk about God, and we were like, man, we weren't close with God. Our relationships were struggling. We were just chasing money. Yeah. So Andy, you know, on the sales training side, he was the best sales trainer we'd ever seen in our life. But then he added a life coaching aspect that was really like that was kind of our breaking point in our life. Yeah. Well, we were around car salesmen that just like car salesmen. It was just nobody really cared about like the habits or the family. You know what I mean? It's like we never went to church on Sundays. We didn't have any real. We didn't even know anything about any of it. So like when we got around Andy, he was talking about that, and really what attracted us to it. It was like he just started going live on Facebook, and we saw one of his seminars. He had like 60 people there, 50 people in his house, and he had people out in his driveway in the just like throwing up in the driveway. Yeah, we're like, yeah, we're like pretty gnarly. Like, this looks pretty gnarly. And at the time, which was kind of crazy because for like a couple of months before that, Ian and I really started trying to focus on our physical health, and we were leaders at our dealership, and we were trying to get everybody healthy. So like that message kind of resonated. Yeah, that was 2020, 2019. That was into 2019. Yeah, into 2019. That was into 2019. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So we were like, man, like we saw his sales training. We're like, oh great, perfect. He's a car salesman. It's the only other trainer outside of like Grant Cardone that we saw that had some energy and some swag, and Grant was like a car guy. Yeah. So we're like, oh, this is perfect. So we flew down there, flew our team down there, and we just started. We were like, dude, this guy's a badass. So like, we do a lot of we teach a lot of relationship closing. But I'll tell you what, when you're this passionate about what we do, there's some high pressure shit that goes into it. There's a lot of relationship, but like we also know like because we believe so deeply in it. Every single one of our guys that have been here, they were all guys that like were in the seminars, and then they wouldn't go home, or we loved them so much, or they were growing so much, like that it was just like all of them have like a unique story. So all of our guys are really passionate because like they all like all the guys that have been really successful here, they've all been like in the program for a long time. You know what I mean? So that's kind of how we started. But when you come down to a seminar, how it works is this little room. People will come in, we have dinner with them, we eat with them because we just made it like a little cafeteria team, and our team like eats together. We can tell if they're eating burgers and shit. So you're gonna be like, bro, let's go. That ain't no fit body boot camp shit. You know what I mean? Like, so we can tell, but then our seminars, when people come in, we also, you know, like one of the elements to us is we still like to keep it small. Where like Andy can meet with them, have dinner with them. Like, it's really personalized. So our people come in one night. And we work out with them the day one, so they'll come in before the event, every event, we work out with them. So there's 400 people, and they're all out there, and we open it up to the community, so a couple hundred more people will come for the community, and it's just wild out there. Yeah. And then we'll show you the seminar room, and then we actually train them on skill set, mindset. Yeah, but mainly when they come down here, they think they're coming down here for a lot of skill set, mindset, and then they think they're coming for a lot of skill set. Then they get a lot of family, they get a lot of fitness, they get a lot of culture, and they get a lot of inspirational things happening in inspirational places. So we pump this bitch with a lot of inspiration, and it's magical. Then they leave in there, in-house. So we just had Brad Lee down here. Did you? And Andy doing the closer school. Yeah, he's down here 4 times a year. We do like a quarterly event with him. Yeah, we had Patrick with David a couple of weeks before that.
Well, then you go up there. Did he come here?
We went out to the vault, but then 2 weeks before he went out to the vault, we went out to the vault. He was here. You know, it's hard to get Patrick to come out to places. We closed him a couple of years ago when we started. We've been working on it. We met him at Driven, and it's just funny. We have some videos of us like kind of manifesting it because Patrick was a big inspiration of ours, and so we met him behind the stage, and it's like you see these videos of Ian and I a couple of years ago with Andy and Big Ryan and a couple of the guys literally telling Patrick, in 2 years you're going to be. Well, we're throwing him in the air. He has no idea who we are. Like security's like, hey, all right, this guy's coming in, but into the green room. They're trying to be like, and this is like our first time in the green room, so we're like, oh shit, we're stealing snacks and shit. Crazy, dude. We're like, wow, I can't believe they're letting us in here. And then they're like, hey, Patrick's coming in here. Why don't you guys get serious, okay? Behave. And we're like, all right, yeah, no problem. And then he walks in, and we just grab him and we start throwing him in the air. We had like 5 or 6 of our guys. You know, and like security can't stop us because we're all just going crazy. And then he gets down and he's like, what is this shit? And we're like, well, we're the Elliott group, dude. We look up to you, man. We've been messaging you and shit. And he's like, dude, you guys got to walk me to stage and give me some of this energy as we go up there. So we walked him all the way to stage. Well, I'm going live with him. I'm like, Patrick's coming down to the seminar. We're talking about it right now. You coming down here, Patrick? And he's like, I guess
Yeah,
so.
let's go.
We're like,
Let's
"It's
go."
Scottsdale, you're gonna work out with us, and he's like, sounds like we're going to Scottsdale.
Commitment
you know?
and consistency,
so
baby.
and
That's
just
what we're
seeing it
looking
through,
for.
like all the things you guys teach. Yeah. That's the Asian Andy Elliott right there. Hey, he was like, hey, Jimmy, show him your picture. Come here. Jimmy, bring your picture over here. Bring that. The one where you look like a food blister. Come here, Jimmy. The one where you look like a food blister, Jimmy. Look, check this out. He was eating wontons every day. You know, eating wontons every day before he had a six-pack. He came to every conference. And then dude, look at him, dude. He was just eating pho, bro. He was just eating pho.
Eating pho, eating bread.
See, he keeps going, 50 pounds now.
Oh, the huge dumpling.
Look at, there we go. Now the veins are coming in. Woohoo! Now look at that, look at the muscles right there, them quads, bro. Running. Yo, wife looking hot. Burpees every day. Let's go. Abs coming. Let's go. Actually, that day where he's doing the pull-ups is the day that I hired him.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. So people came when they get around me and you're like, you know, like you shouldn't be here till 9 or 10 o'clock at night. Like there's the random guy that's got to do a lot of stuff, but we want people to leave at 3, 4 o'clock. We really do. We want them to go to the gym during the day. We want them to have a life. They don't have a manager. They don't have a boss. They're here doing their damn thing. And then if they're working really hard, they've got numbers, man. You'll get out of here. And then there's some people who need to stay later. They're newer, whatever the case. You got to kind of go through those grind sessions. But most people, if you're here working during the day, then you're leaving at 4 or 5. You know what I mean? Love it, man. So it kind of gives them a good balance. Yeah. If you're in here but hey, if you're in here bullshitting, then you might need to stay till 1 in the morning, dude. There's days where I'm like, damn, dude, I just need to go live there for a couple days.
For production.
Exactly, man.
My little brother. He loves to say little brother.
You like did all the bad things, you know what I mean?
Yep.
We're doing a little pre-check here, the calm before the storm, making sure the AV, the 1s and 2s, the media is good. And not gonna lie, super impressed with this stadium-style seating. Good little panel up here. Not gonna lie, this is pretty awesome.
And for example, I was able to describe Alyssa personality just to give you visibility in the training without Barrett ever knowing her before. Like really quickly, I was like, "This is what she is." Come for the training, and Barrett like immediately knew. Was like,
and it matched.
I was like,
well, I haven't looked at. I haven't looked at.
No, I haven't looked at. But
it's in part of it. We're gonna do.
What'd you get?
Tomorrow.
Can't say because we're not gonna unveil this. No, that's good. Well, everyone has their personality styles.
And I tell you, like in this part of it, there's no right or wrong. It's just how you show up, and it's how other people show up.
Okay.
I mean,
that's so awesome.
But then because of this, once you have this knowledge, you can actually just like with your friends, you can describe a person before they know, and like immediately they understand, and then you know how to approach that person. Before I even met Andy in person, I knew exactly what his personality style was, just the way the energy that he releases. So.
And does it help you with?
I'm sure building relationships with knowing maybe specific people you connect more with.
There's one thing also too that we'll go through, which is really big, and it's in your book that you'll see is it'll be like your behavior style under stress, your behavior style in conflict.
Wow.
And it is like when you read it, most likely, it is like they're like, who's over my shoulder? Who knew this?
And out of the training, I would say like there's 10% of the people that are like, 90% are like, yes. You know, there's no absolutes. But what I love about like we're gonna deliver it here is it's interesting. Like companies that need a lot of help, they're the ones who are like, no, we're good. Companies that are like, your guys are like firing all cylinders, or like, give us more. It's gonna get you like 1 degree better, you know, and that's just gonna unlock a lot of things.
Yeah, 1 degree better is.
Which is why I love like, you know, connecting with your organization because you guys are hungry for that, you know. I knew immediately, Andy, just from following his content, high eagle, all right? So I'm high eagle, which works out well, but I'm gonna show up differently than for Alyssa. I'm gonna show, like for Alyssa, I'm gonna be like a little bit more like, you know, kind of soft and relaxed because like that's your style, right? With Andy, I'm gonna show up like I am, like my natural style in Eagle, and he's gonna want that more. So it's like about knowing you, but it's also know about other people, how you can show up to get the better response, what you're looking for.
Feeling on Andy, from what I have not actually met him in person, just through social media. He's actually very high eagle, but he's also huged up. It's public and private.
Is there a listener on there? I don't know.
But there's a
he's a very what's that?
He's a parrot.
Oh, for sure.
Parrot? I'm like, is this a parrot? A cock? What is it?
This was my.
He would be. I think this is Andy.
That's Andy.
I think this is. This is high parrot.
Oh, for sure.
And low eagle. That's what I think.
He
That's
is
my
very optimistic, almost to a fault,
Yeah.
that he sees the good in so much and doesn't ever think about consequences. So that
And
is him.
This is
Huge.
a parrot, and this is what I was telling the team. My leadership team, I'm a high eagle secondary parrot. This is very valuable to me because I'm always optimistic. I'll like see rose-colored, glasses, etc. But I don't have blinders on for this, so this is why my team covers my tracks here.
Right. So I think me
You're high
and
eagle.
this
Yeah.
and this.
Oh yeah.
See, that's
Would
what
be next.
that was my guess.
So
That was-
Andy's like this, and you're like this.
Yeah.
No, Andy's more this.
Yeah.
You can only pick two, bro.
For sure.
Oh, you think this
Whoa,
is number
no,
one?
no.
Yeah, that's what I
Okay.
said. That's what I said.
I think Andy's that.
parrot. I actually think Andy's exact as me. I think he's high eagle and parrot. So left side of the quadrant is very task focused. So from Jackie's perspective, if she is now eagle, from a task perspective, this is like her love language. So she probably doesn't need a lot of small talk, this, that, and the other. It's like get down
I
to
hate
business.
small talk.
Okay, boom. Task
Like-
focus.
you're like me.
Anything right to the quadrant,
I'm like,
this is
have to
people
ask you a
focused.
question.
So you need to, and even if you're leading someone, even if you need to get stuff done, you need small talk. You need to connect with them.
How do you put short shorts on this one?
We'll roll
That's
with
definitely
punches.
Andy right there. That's him.
Do it.
Yeah.
The parrot cock. That's Andy.
Carrot cock. Can't forget the last.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Andy.
All right, team. Well, this has been awesome. Day 0, just meeting the Elliott Army and just doing our recon right here. We're just going to wrap up and have some dinner, and we're ready to go for the training tomorrow bright and early at 8 o'clock. Let's go. Day 2 on the voyage, and here with my dude Barrett, my executive director of coaching, and we are here to pour in value and pour into Team Elliott Army, new friend of ours, and we're going to teach personality training, DISC training, and how to be better leaders, which is the big call to action of value.
Biggest thing about the training that we're about to go into is, yes, it's leading others, but it's actually leading yourself. And personality assessment, the most important thing is understanding yourself first, because that's how you show up. How you show up matters, and it really dictates every interaction you have. So impactful, so important, so powerful, and really fired up to do with these guys because they have a whole lot of energy, feeling our vibe. So I love that. I love that.
Heck yeah, the last formula that we're going to use, and really the reason we're here, is R plus G equals RC. Reciprocity plus generosity equals relationship capital. We're here to build some relationship capital so we can change the world.
Heck yeah.
7:50 and training starts 8 o'clock. We're about to welcome in the Elliott Army. It's going to be an action-packed day, pouring into people as they pour right back into us. That's the name of the game.
Bryce, good to see you again,
brother?
man.
Nice to see you. How are you, man?
It's been what, like a year now?
6 months, but
6
it's
months,
time
right?
moves. Yeah, yeah.
Feels like a year,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
You come
You good?
down here a week, feels like an hour.
Totally.
Dude, time goes by way too fast.
Totally.
You know, especially when you're doing like
When
coaching
you're,
and
when you're
traveling
good
and
thing, when
everything.
you're doing good things.
Yeah.
The opposite is true, right? So
it means here, yeah, we've been in the top of the company for the last 8 months. Yeah, winning all these really cool stuff. So, you know, we're very competitive. You know?
I can tell.
We like to win.
That doesn't resonate. I don't know.
Yeah.
You sure? You sure? Like,
yeah, we're very competitive.
Yeah.
Like I want to beat everyone in fitness and health and my marriage and love and
Everything, man.
everything.
Yeah.
Changing lives.
Yeah.
So, and it comes out on your calls too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I'm really stoked for this training.
Likewise, man.
Dude, it's gonna be awesome, man. It's so good seeing you, man. You
Likewise.
look great,
Thank
dude.
you. You too.
Yeah,
You
you
too.
look awesome.
Thank
man.
you. You too.
Like he was like, who's clear-minded?
Thank you. Likewise.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Can I get 2 claps? 2 claps! 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 We know this to be true at Elliott Army. Fitness is the foundation, is it not? It is the foundation. In life, you want to challenge yourself. You want to personally grow. You want to put yourself to the test so that way you can be dropped off anywhere in the world and not only survive, but thrive. The key to understanding others is to first understand yourself. When you can understand yourself, when you have strong personal awareness, when you know how you show up, you can serve others to a higher degree. This is about you, this is about people, it's about personal awareness, this is about situational awareness, this is about getting 1% better. Are you with me? Family on 3. 1, 2, 3, family!
I'd get on YouTube and I'd say, hey, here's how to overcome this objection. By the way, you text me, call me, I'll help you. I didn't even have a product to sell. I just knew I had to build fans, right? And so I was helping all these people. I would 2 a.m., I'd be on the phone with you, trying to help you. Didn't have nothing to sell you. And then my wife's like, okay, we're either gonna go broke, for real, and we're done, or you're gonna have to sell something. So she sat down, we wrote this 21 video course. She built out this whole curriculum. I recorded it, right? A to Z, how to go from 0 to 100,000 fast in sales. That was all I did.
I got you created to sell.
This is in 2020. I get on YouTube and I said, hey guys, a lot of you have been following me, might have texted me, I've helped you. I've made up to 400 videos now for free on YouTube. I just released this course, you guys have asked for it. It's called 0 to 100, how to go from 0 to 100,000 fast. It's only gonna be $299. You guys can wipe your ass with that. Okay? Guys, here's the link. Buy it. Me and Jackie go to bed, wake up, there's 150 grand in the Stripe account.
No.
Well, no, and I realized, okay, cool, this is gonna work. That first like month, I think we made like 500 grand in online sales.
Good for you. Yeah.
Well, my point is that I did work for a year in the dark, and then I was like, wait a minute, and then I had all these people reaching out, and they were like, oh man, I'm in roofing sales, dude. I wish if I was in cars, I would buy your deal. And I'm like, dude, it's all the same. And then so immediately I go over and I create general sales, right?
Yeah.
And then I release that, and then boom, we start going wider. And then I was like, oh, leadership, we got to train the leaders. And then boom, we went wide. And then I was like, companies, I want to go after companies. And then boom, we started taking down companies. So we got salespeople, we got leadership, we got companies. And then I was like, I'm still on these phone calls. And I'm like, Bryce, listen, man, you work at McDonald's. I was like, dude, hey, I saw your video on social media, dude, changed my life, man. I want to tell you thank you, dude. Yeah, dude, hey, listen, man, hey, I've got this training deal. You need to get on it, dude. It's going to change your life. You're going to plug into it. You're going to become a new man. And he's like, what is it? And I'm like, well, it's sales and leadership training. He's like, oh, I wish I sold something. I'm like, you do sell something. Everyone's in sales.
Yeah.
They don't want to hear it, bro. And I was like, why am I trying to convince people they're in sales?
Everyone's in sales.
Everyone's in sales, but why am I trying to convince them? I'm like, life coaching, leadership, sales. And now 100% of the phone calls.
Life coaching?
Oh man, you're in Walmart, bam. Dude, you know what it costs you not to become the man you need to become? Do you know what that cost you? Bro, when you plug into this, number one, you're gonna need to learn to communicate. Okay, which is sales, but it's communication. How to master a stranger, how to communicate, how to speak. Number two, how to be a leader. The quality of your life will always come down to the level of your leadership. Amen. Leadership isn't a position, it's a skill of influence, which is what you guys just taught. I'm gonna teach you how to influence everybody, to give you a pay raise, to give you the job you always wanted, and I'm gonna show you how to recreate your life and reinvent yourself in my life coaching program. Boom! Then we went wide. And then we just started killing it. And then I was like, dude, I've got these other guys coming up, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna be fucking jacked. I'm not a bodybuilder. I wanna be a fit businessman.
Yeah, me too.
And I've just been burning their eyes out, dude. I catch more hate than anyone. I'm out there.
That's part of the process.
Yes. Oh, dude.
Part of the process. That's why you're so big.
Bro, Tim Grover. I talk to him almost every week. He says, if you wanna, he's like, he always reminds me. He's like, if you wanna fucking get the haters to stop, just quit winning.
Yes, I say, yeah.
It's the only way. Just quit winning. Just quit being a winner. The minute you quit, they'll fucking go away. He's like, just burn their fucking eyes out. Yeah. And so I do, and I just unapologetically, just insane, just keep shoving it down their throat. I'm telling you, bro, like there's just so many new levels to all of us. It's just crazy.
Yeah, respect what you've done here. You can clearly feel the culture, and a lot of respect for that. I know how hard it is to be able to build an organization, get buy-in to what you've done.
Yeah.
And so, like, it's inspiring.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Well, my goal is to push the hell out of you guys, and you guys push the hell out of us.
That's it.
And then mediocrity just can't live around us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No one wants a boss. Everybody wants a leader. And let's say that you know how to lead people, but you don't lead yourself. You're out. If you want to make a lot of money ever or get really good or die a legend, you have to find one thing you want to be really good at. Learn to sell something. Your belief in what you can earn, how great your life can be, is ultimately the most important skill of your entire life. If you want to really live a big ass life, the person that has the best personal life has the best business life.
Remember, adversity is your advantage.
Let's go, dog.
That was awesome, guys. Fire, bro. Look at that.
Sean, why don't you take a good picture of us?
Yeah, I will.
We just arrived to dinner here in downtown Scottsdale, so we're about to meet Andy and Jackie, along with my dude Pablo, who's shooting the magic, and then Barrett, sort of have an awesome dinner to break bread, build some relationships, and then back to California tomorrow.
Sorry. Just decompress a little bit, talk shop. This is Cody. Hey, Cody. Bryce.
Bryce, nice to meet you. This is my son Carson.
I'm Bryce. This is my brother Barrett.
Carson, nice to meet you.
Barrett, pleasure to meet you. Barrett.
Barrett, like Starrett.
Yeah.
My last name is
Barrett.
Starrett.
Oh, really?
Where you guys in from?
California. Michigan for me.
Come on in. Come on in. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you real quick, guys. This is the reason why we succeed, right? Right? Chef Andy Elliott, Andy Chef Ramon, right? So come up a little bit later and come say hi to us. But the reason why I'm a success is my team. Japanese team, right? Okay, cool. See you in a bit, man. I know you've been tonight.
Thanks, bud.
It's the people around us. You build a great team. And the culture for me, that was there she is. Speaking of which.
It was the Protein House.
Yeah, through Protein House.
Protein House does a lot of our catering and stuff, and they kind of have been watching our stuff. And,
Cool. Yeah.
And
he's got a business partner who's Eric.
Yeah.
That I met first.
Yeah. So he
And then
introduced us.
Eric's kind of like quiet a little bit. He's a crazy one. He's like, I like the crazy one. Me too.
So sorry, I had to go check it.
I was like, wait a minute.
So this is what I did. I wanted to make a new environment. So we created the rooftop. What is it? Like soup? I'm really intrigued with what y'all do.
In the fitness space for sure, and we have 275 total franchise locations. And I always like to say we're boutique fitness, but we're designed for the average person, the average human being. CrossFit for the normal person, but 30-minute workouts. That's the bread and butter of what we do. But I like to say that we're a self-development program that just so happens to deliver kick-ass workouts. Like, that's who we really are, because we're going to train your 6 inches between the ears. Like, that's our bread and butter, mainly on fitness, nutrition, those sorts of things. So on one hand, we're in the fitness model. On the other hand, we're in the franchising model.
It's kind of specialty in terms of the brand is really just instilling leadership training through our franchise partners primarily, and then also delivering franchise training to our coaches as well. So we're based, our headquarters is based in Los Angeles. And like Barrett said, we have nearly 300 locations throughout North America, mainly in the U.S., but about 10% in Canada. It's a boutique, it's not an open concept. You have usually 4 sessions in the morning, 4 sessions in the afternoon. You come to a time, you book the session in advance. And it's just like if you were to hire a personal trainer one-on-one, instead just doing a group setting, so it makes it more affordable. We know the value of the team dynamic. Our clients get a better result. Every day is.
Let's do it again.
There you go, look at the light glistening off there.